Sunday Night DM presents Diplomacy in Phlan, starring Rob as Lorqrin, the half-elf ranger, Kim as Lorqrin Draza, the blue Dragonborn ranger, Lee as Fayola, the tiefling druid, Kay as Phlan Valkian, the high elf rogue, Nat as Kizara, the half-orc ranger, and Alan as Nom Nom Krieger, the cave troll paladin.
Good evening. Oh, yes, this is a bit strange. And welcome to Diplomacy in Phlan with Sunday Night DM. This is episode 3. We've got brand new setup. We have some interesting things going on at the moment. We've got a new player. Wave George.
Hello.
There we go. And we are. Oh, that felt weird. Good to go. Last session we left off. Lorqrin wasn't currently present at the time. Falorin, Fayola, Phlan, Nom Nom, Kizara, you'd all gone off in search of following up the path that Lorqrin had made and gone down to see, and you just come around a house after seeing a blue flash of tail disappear around the corner. Unfortunately, we've got no Kizara, I'll get there. Phlan and Lorqrin tonight, so we'll just have to make do without them. So, Falorin, Fayola, Nom Nom, roll perception checks.
And thus it begins. Oh, nice. I can live with that beginning. Okay, where am I? The perception 23.
Whoa, 12.
23. Okay.
Nom Nom see everything.
What did you get, Nom Nom?
I was going to say, did you get 0 again, Nom Nom?
Okay. So, as you come around you've seen this blue flash of tail disappear around the corner, you come up and you step around, and in front you can see now the blue shape of a Dragonborn kind of leaning against the side of a building. Standing up in front of them is a red Dragonborn, shield raised, kind of standing in front, sword kind of at the ready, and nothing in front of them.
What? So
the space in front of them is empty. There's nothing. You can't see anything there, but you can see a blue Dragonborn kind of leaning behind a red Dragonborn with his shield up and his sword raised.
Why
facing
friends
out?
stop?
Sorry.
Why friends stop?
don't worry, Nom Nom. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Fiona, have you got any turnips?
I don't think I have to turn it.
Oh, bugger.
I know. It's okay.
Going to be a long night.
No,
it's okay. I'll sort this out.
No, you still currently have that turnip, the partially overcooked turnip. That
Turnip.
Turnip.
I'm just going to skip up merrily to them and be like, "Hello," because this always goes well for me.
Yes. Well, no, it goes well for you. It's all of us that end up suffering.
You look, the shape that you recognise as soon as you get a lot closer, that is definitely Lorqrin. Kind of looks up, her eyes kind of close as she smiles and passes out unconscious.
Okay. That can I attack then?
Attack.
Because I'm going to instantly think that it's this other Dragonborn that's done this. I'm going to be like, "Well, you hurt my friend."
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Make an attack roll. Cool. What could I do again? That's right. I'm going to first of all bonus action the shillelagh,
Okay.
and then thwack him with my stick.
Okay.
And
This is how the evening normally starts, by the way.
that's
Very
And then
true.
eventually we get round to it after we've almost died.
a 7 to hit.
7. Yeah. So you swing your. Yeah. No. He kind of knocks it aside with his shield.
Like, why you hurt my friend?
George, she's speaking to you.
I did not hurt your friend. I was walking along and discovered these creatures hauling bodies into a wagon, and I was investigating. So I did not kill.
He's unconscious. And
That was
you're
not me.
here.
She must have fainted from my beauty. It happens.
Nom nom have same problem.
See, he gets it. I did not hurt your
Can
friend.
I hit him again?
You can
wanna attack?
try.
I kind of want to hit you again.
Make another attack roll.
I'm doing it.
Are you just letting her
Okay.
attack you?
No, I was about to. How close am I?
Maybe 10 feet away, 15 feet away. She's
Viola,
just run around the corner and she's gone up.
If you want to
Viola,
try and attack, then
let's not attack the person until we get the backstory, right? Please.
Nom nom want to watch and eat turnip.
Well, Nom Nom, you always want to watch and eat a turnip. I'd like to find out if I'd like to find out what the hell's happening here at the moment. We've actually found somebody that isn't dead and able to talk, who doesn't seem to want to attack us. It would be nice to actually possibly just have a chat and see what's happening.
Nom nom bet on
But-
small one.
But I reserve the right, Fiola, to allow you to get the first strike in if it all goes pear-shaped.
Okay. In the meantime, could I do a healing word on Lorqrin?
And that healing word is Band-Aid.
It's wake up, Lorqrin, it'll be fine. And that's for four hit points.
So you went for the wiggle approach.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you reach it. You reach out, and you say, "Lorqrin, wake up!" And her eyes kind of flutter open. She kind of sits up slightly, looks around, looks up at you. George, thank you for protecting me.
you're welcome.
Okay, I take it all back then.
It's like you don't believe a total stranger.
The funny thing is, Viola's normally the one who does.
I am
have a
friend-
track record.
It's just she's been bitten too many times. That's the problem.
I do not buy it unless you want me to.
Nom nom didn't buy it.
You bit the turnip.
Never bite.
No.
Yes, turnip. Turnip?
No, thanks. I'm good.
As you are standing around, Phlan kind of walks off to one side, turns around, goes back, looks around the end of the building, sighs, and comes back. Kizara's gone again, as she's been known to just disappear randomly.
Really got to find her body.
You probably should, and that is really weird.
Turn it.
No, I don't think they want to turn it. Is there anything else you want to find out from this red dragon? Lorqrin kind of insinuated his name was George.
Yes, I am a friendly, and I only want to help. So I was just investigating what was going on.
What have you found? What are the monsters? Can I hit them?
No, but I think they ran off when I come over. So are you able to track them?
I can speak with animals.
Nom nom track.
Pretty
Or
sure I can track.
Okay. Phlan, Nom, make survival checks.
Ah, yes. Sorry, that was a natural 20, so 26.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nom nom easily track with 12.
Yeah, Nom, you kind of go over and you're kind of eating your bites of your turnip on a stick, and the juices are kind of dribbling down your chin and dropping onto the ground in front, and you can see a path of turnip droplets of turnip juice, and you start following them. Phlan, you notice that there are tracks similar to ones you found at the previous house.
The dragon, like the lizard people tracks?
Like lizard people tracks, yeah. They look fairly similar to those tracks. And they kind of head off into a line of trees about 50 feet away on the opposite side of this clearing in front of this house.
Okie dokie. I shall relay that. Can I sense their freshness?
Some of the tracks are maybe 20 minutes old.
Ooh, blimey.
Some of the tracks seem older.
Okay. Then
Do you think that's like their camp or something?
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean, they're it's about 50 yards into the trees. Did you see anything, George?
They just ran off. I just saw like figures they just legged it as soon as I shouted at them to question what they were doing, and they just legged it and ran away. So I know as much as you do now.
All right. So, are we in a hack and slash mood, or do we want to keep progressing on the way we're going?
Well, we need to sort out these lizard people things, don't we?
Yeah.
Because they look like they were hoarding bodies, so I kind of want to find out what's going on and stop them if they're killing innocent people.
Oh, they're definitely killing innocent people.
Nom nom.
I can go
Nom.
first. I've got a shield, so I can go first.
Do we
So,
want shieldy or do we want someone sneaky?
Nom nom
Well,
be sneaky.
They're already alerted to my presence because they ran away from me when I shouted at them. So
Yeah, but if we can sneak up and like look at the camp, then that.
yeah, okay.
Yep.
I'm down for that.
I'm pretty good at stealthy stuff.
Stabby.
Okay, so who's going in front?
Nom nom. Do stealth.
You kind of make your way across this clearing. The whole group makes their way across the clearing. You get to the opposite side, and you can see that where there are broken branches in the trees and where the path of whoever ran off definitely went in that direction.
Okay. All right.
Nom nom break branch and show everybody. They went that way.
Nom 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 nom. We don't want to be breaking branches. We want to be stuck in.
I need you all to roll a stealth check.
I am loving my rolls tonight. This is awesome, which means that as soon as we battle, I'm going to be in trouble. 25.
20 for me for a total of 20.
Okay.
6. Damn it.
So basically, we have stealthed in, and you've just come blundering in, saying, "Oh look, lizard people!"
That's nothing.
George, you're also wearing heavy armor. Is that not instantly like a disadvantage?
It is a disadvantage.
Yeah, I am on a disadvantage. Yeah.
That's nothing. Because Lorqrin got a 5.
It's that bloody tail again, isn't it?
And Kizara got. Oh no, Kizara's not there. Yeah. So whatever the stealth is for Phlan, 14 plus whatever that is supposed to be.
Nom Nom gets 16.
Nom Nom, despite your size and the armor that you're wearing, you are able to make your way into the trees. You're careful where you put your feet. You all manage to progress. George, you kind of get your feet tangled around vines and the bottom of branches, and you're making loads of noise. Lorqrin kind of comes up behind you and kind of helps you, and you're both kind of clumping your way through as you're making your way in. The path that you're following goes on for maybe 15-20 minutes. You can see there is a clearing in front, and there is movement, shadows moving, kind of rushing around inside this clearing.
Who wants to go first?
I don't. Hold on a second. How about I go have a bit of a look?
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
so Florin, you managed to make your way up. You managed to hide yourself behind a tree, kind of glance out, and you can see there's a couple of tents set up in this clearing, a little fire pit in the middle. The clearing itself is maybe 50 feet, 60 feet wide, similar across, so it's like a big circle clearing. There's 3 or 4 tents. You can see the flaps of the tents rustling as if someone's either just left them or gone into them. And I need you to make a perception check.
Mm, 16.
Yeah, you notice there is shadows moving in the trees at the far side of the clearing. It's hard to tell whether or not they're moving away or moving sideways, but you can see shadows moving.
Is there a campfire?
Yeah, it's fairly bright. It's not needed because of the light. There is a pot sat above it on a little cook stand, and you can smell meat and broth cooking, and the smell is kind of wafting towards you.
Okay, so there's stuff in the right. I'm going to relay and quietly creep back and relay this to the others. How do we want to approach this? There's 5 different tents. How big with
3 or 4 tents?
3 or 4 tents. How big were the tents? They look like they take a couple of people, or they take about 6?
They look like they probably take maybe 6 people at a time. But from the way everything looks at the moment, it doesn't look like that's quite how everything is.
Well, there could be a fair few here.
Could we set a like a distraction? and then I don't know, does anyone like set like a small fire or something, like on the other side to try and like distract them, and we can see how many enemies there are that run out the tents, or
Ooh. Where's our
Burn it.
magic user when we need it?
I mean, I have breath. I can breathe fire.
Oh no, I was just thinking this is where a cantrip would have come in really handy.
George, you've used your fire breath. You haven't yet had a short rest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was so angry. They made me so angry. I completely forgot.
I can make them think earthquake.
You can make them think.
There's an earthquake.
Okay, that could work.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that could work.
What's the range?
30 feet.
Yeah, you could probably go under the tents in the middle.
Nom Nom help by jumping up and down.
Nom can hit by jumping, yeah, but not yet. When I say go. Okay. So I could do that, and it might scare them a bit. And
I just at the moment I want to get an idea of numbers, but I'd rather get an idea of numbers without us revealing how many of us there are. Basically,
so we make them come out of their tent like scared because there's an earthquake.
but we want to be well hidden, so we can see.
That's okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right.
Nom Nom see fine when he jump up and down.
So Phlan and Lorqrin, they kind of walk off and they find positions behind trees further down the line. And the rest of you are there within like 10 feet. You're sort of all hiding behind trees at the very edge of the clearing.
Awesome. Ready when you are.
Okay. Ready, Nom Nom?
Nom Nom ready.
And go. And with that, I will cast Thaumaturgy and make the ground shake as hard as I can. Make it like a really
Beneath the
tent.
Beneath the tent. Okay. So as you do that, you can hear screams from within 3 of the tents.
Okay.
And then out of one of the tents kind of stumbles a rather angry looking lizard person.
Okay, so it does it for up to 1 minute. So I'll keep doing it until...
he as he comes out, he stands up and he kind of balances himself and he gets his feet and he goes, kind of looks around.
Can we?
But he's the only person that comes out of a tent.
Can we determine how many people there are by their scream, by the amount of different screams?
Make a perception check.
11.
You can tell that there is more than like 4 or 5 voices. But it definitely sounds like the people who are making this are extremely scared.
So
It also sounds like more.
Is it like the women and children?
Lizard.
Right. Okay.
they sound what? Sorry.
They sound. They don't sound like the lizard would sound.
Okay, so
or a lizard or a dragonborn. They sound more human or perhaps elven.
Oh, crap. Okay, we're definitely going to have to do something because if they've got humans here, then they're prisoners.
Sounds like slaves or prisoners or
potential meals.
Food. Yeah, food.
So you've got this one guy. The ground stops shaking, and this lizard kind of looks around, tracking along the trees.
Okay. Could I cast?
And he just about sees Nom Nom, the movement of Nom Nom within the trees, like jumping up and down. Because even though your spell's ended, Nom Nom's still bouncing.
Yeah. Could I cast Charm Person on him?
You can certainly try.
Cool. So that is a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 8.
8. It fails. So it lasts for an hour. You regard me as a friendly acquaintance. So with that, I'm going to walk into the clearing. And I'm going to go, hello, how are you? You alright?
He kind of raises his hand and waves back, kind of lizard smile spreading across his face. His
Oh.
tongue kind of flicking out and licking
Oh.
his nostril.
How many are you here today? Like,
As
I
you,
know
as you hear,
you hang
as you
out
hear,
here.
as you hear from the far side of the clearing,
Yep.
a cry of, you're not quite sure, because it's in lizard.
It's in the... Oh, good.
It's in draconic. So
I speak Draconic.
George and Lorqrin and Phlan, you can hear him yell out, what are you doing? They're not supposed to be there. And oops.
Sorry. Just I
from
picked Draconic so long ago, I completely forgot that I had it. And for
From
once, it's finally come in useful.
from the far side of the clearing, a long wooden spike comes out through the trees,
Oh, God.
sails through the air, and lands at your feet, kind of missing this lizard as it comes past.
Thanks for the stick.
He kind of turns around and goes, "What? She's my friend."
We go way back.
And
It's a friend from work.
was anybody else looking?
Yes.
Anybody
Strangely
else?
enough, when a stick comes hurtling towards us
Okay,
at a vast rate of touch, I start looking.
Make a perception check.
I'll do the same as well.
21.
7.
George, you were looking at. You heard this voice, so you're looking for this voice, and then you see this wooden spike kind of fly through the air, but your eyes kind of track the spike.
Okay.
For Lauren, your experience, you see the spike, but you know that it must have come from somewhere, so you follow it back, and you can see a shape in the tree line, in the very far corner, opposite side of the tent, in almost a direct line from where this spike came from.
Yeah, oh, bug. All right. Your charmy, happy, dracony person thing, Fiola, does that mean that person is now going to fight with us, or does it mean that they just won't get involved?
They just won't get involved.
Okay.
Or if we try and harm them, it will also end.
No, I don't want to harm them. I want to harm Spiky McSpike.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if we harm them, they'll end.
All right. Okay.
So, this Lizardfolk is standing in front of you. You're standing currently in the clearing, and I need you all to roll initiative. Lorqrin is kind of standing back against the tree, taking deep breaths. Phlan is kind of watching from the far corner, kind of daggers at the ready in case she's needed to come in.
21 on initiative.
Natural 20 for me, which is
nice work.
Do I get a special? Do I get something special? Because I got natural 20.
No.
You get a round of applause. And I get the funny feeling that Nom Nom rolled a turnip.
No, not turnip.
What did you roll, Nom Nom?
15.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good, Nom Nom.
I would like to say that when I
turnip.
rolled along the ground because I got 3.
That's not bad. That's not bad. For Lauren, what did you get?
21.
Make some notes. Okay. Cool. Okay, so, Fayola, you are currently standing in front of your charmed
Is
lizard
it not?
person.
Is it not for Lauren first because he got 21? I got 20.
No, you got a natural 20.
Oh, so I do get the upper hand.
Plus what?
Nothing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, sorry, for Lauren first.
Okay. Knowing that I've seen where the person's come from, a couple of arrows go hurtling towards that way, please.
You've got one attack, right?
2, haven't I? By now? I'm pretty sure I've got 2 attacks.
Pretty sure it's just one. Pretty sure you get the next one. You have 2 weapon fighting.
I only have 1 attack, do I?
You have 1 attack because you're only a 3rd level. You don't get your second attack till 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
Then in that case, I will send 1 arrow that way
So
as fast as I possibly can.
You load up your lovely purple bow.
Yep.
Or draw the string back.
Come on. Baby needs new shoes. What is it? Yeah, 23.
Yeah, 23 hits. 23 hits.
Okay.
Like coffee hits a spot first thing in the morning.
Okay. So it's 1d8 plus 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Where's B8?
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. It's Nazir that's got the 2.
It's not
yeah.
Nazir's awesome bow.
No, awesome bow of awesomeness. No. It's still pretty awesome. Sorry. Try 14 points.
14 points.
8 plus
Okay.
6 is
So
14,
yeah,
right?
your arrow just flies through and it hits the guy in the trees that had been throwing through this wooden spike out from the tree line.
Please tell me there was a draconic curse.
There was a cry of agony, and the shape in the tree line just disappears behind a tree.
I'm pretty sure I heard him say something about your mother, but
That's right. It's probably not half wrong.
Okay, so Fayola.
Yeah. So can I? So I can kind of see where this is all happening now. I'm guessing, yeah.
You saw an arrow fire from the tree line behind you across the clearing and into the trees on the other side, and you heard this cry, roughly from the similar area where the shout came from before.
So what I'm going to do is bam. Let me just double check something. 6 of 1. I'm going to run up my full distance, 30 feet.
Okay.
Unless it's short of that, I'm just going to go my full distance.
You're going to try and get as far as you can to the tree line on the opposite side, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are currently about 20 feet in.
Mm-hmm.
So you will probably get to just about the tree line on the other side.
Okay, that's fine. As soon as my movement's done, I'm going to wild shape into a cow.
Into a cow?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that so that you can go up to and go, move?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you make it to the other side of the clearing. You kind of glance back at the other side. The lizard, the charmed lizard person kind of follows you with their eyes as you walk across. The smile's still on his face. And then he looks slightly confused as all of a sudden you kind of turn into a cow.
Yeah. And that's my turn. I've got no bonus action that I want to use. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, you are now a cow.
I'm now a cow. Okay, I've got my cow stats ready.
Okay. So this the lizard that waved at you kind of turns around, draws a sword, and starts heading off in the direction of where the arrow came from. And he walks in. Phlan, you watch him as he walks in completely the opposite direction. He didn't track this arrow flying at all. He was too busy. And he walks and he comes to the tree line and he sees nothing. He's just looking at the tree line and scratching his head, looking around the room with his sword drawn, looking around the clearing with his sword drawn as he's scratching his head. His eyes keep glancing back across to the cow.
Oh boy.
However, from your left, Faola, another wooden spike comes flying from another tree on your left hand side of the clearing, and lands by your feet. Beneath this, as you're standing beneath the tree, you kind of move slightly to the side, and as you turn into this cow, it lands kind of between your legs, between your front legs and your back legs underneath you.
It's gonna be like, moo, as if to say that was rude, but as a cow.
Okay. From behind you on the opposite side, another wooden spike comes out, and this one kind of lands behind you on the floor. Why did you mute him?
I didn't mean to. I just pressed the button. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Oh no! I can't
Alan's
unmute him.
smart.
Okay, so yeah, so there's now two wooden spikes in the ground around you, Viola. Nom nom. You can see this figure in the trees about 20 feet off to your left hand side. This is the one that was waving at Viola, but has now come closer to the trees towards you.
Walk towards him with my warhammer.
No.
Okay, so you walk through the trees. Yeah, you kind of step out of the trees. He's kind of looking around, sort of ground level. And he kind of looks up at your face and kind of leans back a little bit.
Run away.
Make an intimidation check.
That would be 16.
Yeah, he kind of, his eyes kind of go pale. It would be his entire body, but his eyes kind of go a little paler in the light, and he kind of eyes look really shifty around as he tries to take a step back. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So as this guy steps back, for Lauren, a wooden spike comes and lands in the tree. in front of you. George,
Awesome.
you're watching
awesome.
all of these wooden spikes come out from the tree line on the opposite side. You saw
Are
the
they-
arrow fire across.
So I've seen the location they've come from now.
Make a perception check.
Come on. 18. Yes.
Yeah, you pretty much. You can't be sure where the creatures that threw them are currently, but you know where they were.
Okay. And are they like how far away? am I?
The range is from where you're currently standing, about 50 feet in each direction.
About 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay then. And I'm going to use my short bow and shoot at the location where they came from, just in case they're still there just in case they're reloading.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Make
I got, so I got, where am I? So I got a 9.
Yeah, you hear movement as your arrow hits the tree. You kind of hear movement behind the tree. Other than
Okay.
that, there's nothing.
No, but I don't see like where they move or just.
No,
Yeah.
you could just hear rustling in the trees behind.
Okay.
Do you want to move?
Yeah. I'm gonna move to the cow, as that is being attacked the most. So I'm gonna.
Okay, so are you
Right.
cutting across the clearing, or are you going around the outside?
I'll go through the clearing just because I'm in big
So
armor
from
and
where
just
you
shoot.
are, you can make it to maybe the tents in the middle. Probably ends your movement. So you're surrounded by the 4 tents in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. So. Okay. As you're walking across, another one of these wooden spikes comes out and just pings off your shield off to your left.
Okay.
Phlan, back to you.
Okay, so can I see where these
Make a perception check.
are coming from?
Make another perception check.
22.
Nice.
You can see each one of these spikes. You can just about see a shape in the trees that through it. Even the one that you'd already hit, he's kind of moving out again.
Okay. Aiming another arrow that way.
You fire your arrow off.
Mm-hmm. Where's my attack? Oof. Okay. 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Oh, thank God for that. 10.
Yeah. You hear a cry out in Draconic, and it sounds more gargly, and then there's silence. You hear a as something hits the ground behind this tree.
Okay.
Okay. Are you moving? You stay where you are?
Well, I'm going to try and move. I'm going to try and keep in the cover of the trees because that's helping, but just try and see if I can actually look better, find a better vantage point.
You going left or right?
Left.
Okay, so you head off to the left. You make it your full range of 30 feet. Where within the tree line itself. You kind of slightly move back a bit, so you're further in the trees.
Yep.
You pass behind where George was hiding. You can just about see Nom Nom off to your left in front of you. Off to your right in front of you as you're going round towards the left. As you're following it round.
Okay.
End your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Fayola.
What can I see except sticks? Can I see who is
Make a
doing this?
perception check.
I'm quite good at that as a cow. It's a solid 16.
Solid 16. You can see movement in the trees.
Okay,
You can't
I
really
will-
tell what it is,
that's fine.
but you can see movement in the trees.
I'm going to head for the movement.
Okay.
Again, I'll use my full 30 feet if I need to. If not, I won't.
Okay, so you
Do I
walk
get to
forward.
anything?
As you step, are you going into the tree line first? You walking in front of the tree line and then heading in.
I'm just going to keep walking straight at it, whatever. I
Okay,
can
so
do.
you walk kind of straight towards this movement that you've seen. As you step into the trees, the movement, the shape kind of gets bigger in front of you.
Okay.
You can't really tell what it is. It's just a humanoid shape.
Okay.
It makes a growling noise that you can't understand as it kind of drops something and then lifts up something that you can just make out the rough outline of the shape.
Cool.
It's
And-
still a good 10 feet in front of you, but you can see it and it can now see you.
Still 10 feet in front of me. God damn it. Okay. Six of what? Okay, that's me then. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The lizard in front of you, Nom Nom, kind of turns around and kind of rushes back to the campsite in the middle. Kind of skids to a halt in front of you, beside you, George. Raises up his sword. What's your armor class?
Mine.
Yep.
18.
Yeah, he kind of swings his sword at you, and you weren't quite prepared for the movement, but you turn as you see it, and as he swings his sword down, it's as you turn, so it just swings in front of you.
Does that mean 1 minute?
That ends his turn.
Can I? Do I get a opportunity?
No. The opportunity attacks are taken when people move out of melee range.
Okay.
I'm not into it.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, so that was cocked. Okay, so this creature in front of you, Fayola. Picks up its weapon. What's your armor class? Fayola, armor class?
It was me. I'd heard look, and I was like, "This is me or not?" 16.
Okay, so downward swings this shadow attached to this creature in front of you, and you take. Oh, well, look at me sheep.
Oh, I'm a cow.
And you're a cow. 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
3.
As this shadowy shape comes down and clobbers you on the side of the head.
Turns into mincemeat.
I'm good. I'm good.
She's good as just out of curiosity. Do you have more hit points as a cow than you do
I
as a
don't
druid?
have more hit points as a cow, but being a cow means I can expend those hit points first before expending mine. So.
I just was curious to know whether or not you just suddenly had more hit points.
No. Being a cow is helpful though.
Just a
That would make it awesome, an armor-plated cow.
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
I have a story about an armor-plated cow, actually.
So,
I'll tell you what.
Nom Nom. This creature, this lizard creature, has just run into the middle of the clearing, away from you, and you are quite happy about that fact that he's just run away.
Nom nom smash.
Nom Nom move forward so everyone can see him and bellow very loudly.
Okay, so you step 10, 15 feet into the clearing, and you yell at the top of your lungs in giant.
In Draconic.
In Draconic. Okay. I didn't realise Draconic. This is news. Okay, so you yell Draconic at the very top of your lungs. What are you yelling?
Fear me.
Ah,
Okay. Make
Love
intimidation rolls. With advantage.
Kind of kick ass.
yeah, I like
Nice work, Nom Nom.
19 plus 4 is 22.
that. Nice, nom.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you hear rustling movement within the trees. The guy in the middle kind of clamps his hands over his ears as he kind of looks back. But you can hear distinctive movement in like 4 places within the trees around you. Is that your turn?
No, I would now like to swing my warhammer wildly above my head and then thump it into the ground as hard as possible.
Okay. So you swing your hammer around, make an attack roll.
Make an attack roll. Ooh. 19.
Yeah, you swing it round and you actually find a couple of bits of wood on the ground, and as you slam it down, this log about 6 inches thick, you slam it and the middle of this log shatters and the 2 end bits go disappear off either side of you. That ends your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So one lizard furthest from. They've watched you disappear into the trees, but they can now see George in the middle. So he throws one of his wooden spikes. George, because of the attention you've been paying to everyone else, this one catches you by surprise as it comes down and kind of grazes your side.
Okay.
7 points of piercing damage as it kind of
So I take-
catches in between your armor and your shield as it hits you on the way through.
So I take 7 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, so 7. So on your sheet, it gives you the option. You put a number in the middle, and then you take damage.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Is the lizard still in front of me as well?
Yeah, he's still
Okay, so
in front of you. Hey, it's now your turn.
Huh?
It's now your turn.
Awesome. So after hearing Nom Nom scream,
Your ears are kind of ringing because this was loud.
and so that got me fired up. So then I do exactly the same. So where this lizard's in front of me, I just scream as loud as I can and like bang my sword on my shield and like it's like a war cry.
Make an intimidation check with advantage. So that's a double roll with take the high.
18.
So yeah, the one that's in front of you
Yeah, literally right in face.
Kind of shakes his head. Oh, Fayola, make a concentration check. Constitution
Constitution check or save?
save. Because your charmed person is a concentration spell, isn't it?
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're fine.
And then so I'm gonna. Is a longsword one-handed sword? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause I've got the shield.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my double action. So I'm gonna use my longsword to attack him, the one right in front of me.
Make an attack roll.
And that is son of a bitch. Number 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're kind of yelling at him. Sword kind of comes down. He kind of snaps this wooden spike that he's carrying in half, but it doesn't do him any damage.
Okay. Do I still get to attack again, or is it only if it hits?
Do you have 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah.
Then yeah. Get another attack.
I believe
I'll say
yeah.
for this one, 2-weapon fighting realistically is one weapon in each hand. The other hand is your shield, but you can use that as a weapon.
Well, it says when you're holding one-handed sword, which I am, so I can switch it out for my other sword, which I've got a rapier.
Yeah.
So I can attack him with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is a 10.
10 misses again. So yeah, kind of as you come round to swing again, he parries with his own sword, with his own weapon.
Okay.
So your beast shape's not concentration, is it? We've had this conversation.
Well shape.
Yeah. It's not, is it? No, didn't think so. Okay, so okay, so that the cry that went out, Nom Nom, what's your armor class?
19.
A wooden spike sort of comes out from within the trees and kind of just pings off the front of your chest plate, just into the ground beside you. For Lauren, you're kind of working your way through the trees. Nom Nom's just disappeared, gone into the clearing.
Okay. Who's taking damage at the moment?
Me, but as a cow.
And me as well. George.
All right. I'm just gonna keep trying to pick off these people that are hurtling.
Make a perception check.
8, 14.
It's hard to tell the shape, the where they were when you last saw them have moved.
Okay.
The ones on the far side of the clearing, you can just about see shadows and shapes within the trees, but you were watching Fayola carefully, and you saw her disappear into the trees. You can't be sure if that shape you're seeing is Fayola or something else. And in front of you, there's a big wide tree that you can't quite see past.
Okay.
And your turn?
I guess so. I mean,
Are you still traveling your 30 feet round?
yeah.
Yeah, so as you go round, you as you go round a bit more, you step around around this wide tree, and on the very other side of it, there is a rather surprised-looking lizard person
Aha.
with like a stack of 6 or 7 of these wooden spikes beside him as he's reaching his hand towards him, and he kind of glances at you as you come around.
Okay. I will try to shoot him when I'm able to.
He's within melee range.
Oh,
As you
brilliant.
stepped around, he's sort of like you've come around the corner. Your bow's at the ready, but as you've come round, he's sort of like watching you. Kind of heard the movement as you stepped around the tree, and he's sort of like taken aback.
2 scimitars of fun. Then.
Okay, so you draw your 2 scimitars.
Yep.
Make your 2 attacks.
Okay, that one was 19
That hits.
and natural 20, 26.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 4. Okay. Okay, so that's 5. 9 points on the first attack. 9 points on the second attack.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of both attacks come around as you step around the tree. You kind of lean your bow against the side of the tree as you come around, draw your scimitars, and catch him off guard in his back. Kind of stumbles forward, his hand reaching out against the tree. He's injured, but he's not down yet.
Yep.
Fiola.
Okay. So, I want to get up to melee range. Okay?
Yeah, you are in melee range with him. He's right in front of you.
I retract that, and I'm going because I was 10 feet away, wasn't I, before?
Yeah, but he came up to you and he hit you.
Oh yes, true. I'm going to back up 20 feet.
Okay, he does get an attack of opportunity.
Oh crap! Yeah, true.
As you step, as you kind of stumble backwards as a cow.
I'm a cow.
Not used to reversing. Not used to being a cow, so not used to reversing as a cow. You kind of stumble backwards. As you stumble, his weapon comes down and misses you and goes, sending dirt debris up from the ground.
That's fine. So I'm going to back up 20 feet, and I'm going to do a charge attack at him. So the plus 6 to hit. So that is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. And then it's
What's the save?
Oh. No save. It's a melee attack.
Is he not got to save against being knocked prone?
No, it's just a melee attack.
Okay.
The 10 and then 13. 14 points of piercing damage, please.
Okay, so as you run forward, kind of tilt your head down slightly into an angle. So as you go forward, you go. You hear him cry out in this guttural language again that you still have no idea what he's saying. His weapon drops to the floor. His hands kind of come down and push your head away. And there is 2 points of impact where your horns have hit him. They've hit him kind of in the middle of the chest and around the groin area as well. As he's kind of standing there now, bleeding, still with you right in front of him. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that would do.
Okay. You did. It's fine. Not his turn yet. Okay, so your lizard friend in the front. Oh, now his camera seems to have dropped out. he kind of takes a step back from you, George. You do get an attack of opportunity. As he
Yes.
kind of takes a step back.
Is it just a normal attack? Then?
Yeah, just an attack roll.
Come on. 18. Yes.
18 hits.
And so I've still got my rapier out, haven't I? Because
Yeah, it's whichever weapon you had.
I used last. Yes. Okay, so that is 7.
Your blade comes out. Catches him in the shoulder. And he kind of reaches his hand up and grabs a hold of the blade, kind of pulling it out. Your spell is now broken, Feoda, as he took damage. As he now kind of steps back slightly.
Nom back.
Nom back. As he kind of steps back slightly, reaching out, he raises his sword again, comes back forward, and he swings it down. As he's swinging it down, you put your rapier into his shoulder, and it kind of throws him off balance, and kind of goes into the ground on the opposite side of you.
So is he like on the ground now?
No, he's still standing. He's got this little point of injury in his shoulder where there's blood kind of dripping out slightly.
Okay.
That ends his turn. Florin, the guy in front of you, he reaches down, picks up a club that's leaning against the tree. What's your arm class?
Something. 15.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna kind of catch you with his club for 4 points of bludgeoning damage as kind of grabs his club and swings it up, kind of catches you under the chin.
Okay.
As he does that, he kind of shakes his head slightly and leans forward. And his jaws kind of snap right in front of your face as he tries to attack this bite. Is that your turn? Oh, it's his turn. Sorry. No.
That would be a bit. Yes, my turn is I choose to be attacked. That's my turn.
Nom. You are currently standing about 10 feet away from George, who's in the middle of the clearing. You can hear fighting going on around the outside.
Okay, where's the nearest lizard person?
Beg pardon?
Where's the nearest lizard?
It's in front of you.
Okay. First things first.
I'm the realist.
Is going to channel divinity. Sacred weapon. As an action, you can imbue a weapon with positive energy for 1 minute.
Okay, so you're doing that to your Warhammer.
Yep.
Kind of clutch your holy symbol and feel the warmth of your patron flow through you and into your hammer, and head starts to glow.
Yes.
As you kind of step forward. raising it up.
And as my attack, I want to aim for this lizard person's tail.
Okay. Make an attack.
Okay, one attack coming up. That's 19 plus 5, that's 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, damage is 9 damage.
Okay. So yeah, as your hammer kind of comes down, his mouth opens wide, and you hear no sound come out as he screams in pain. As where you've landed on his tail, your hammer's just kept going and has gone into the ground below, and he's now sort of pinned there with your hammer over his tail. The end of his tail, which had been twitching slightly before, is now kind of limp as he's kind of standing there, his head up, screaming silently into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Does that end your turn?
Yes, that does.
Okay. Okay, so from the trees on the opposite side. Ah! All right, take that. Another one of these wooden spikes comes through the tree line and kind of lands in the middle of the camp. Not really aimed at anyone. And then no, that's it. George, this guy this is in front of you is kind of standing there screaming in pain as this giant troll has come up and just swung his hammer down into the ground behind it, trapping his tail.
Awesome. So is it a disadvantage now then?
It is not a disadvantage, no.
He's just okay.
He is just currently Nom Nom is standing there, kind of holding his tail down with his hammer.
Okay.
But he can still. It's not a disadvantage. It's not necessarily restrained because he can still attack. Has movement. He's just in too much pain to use it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna attack with my longsword.
Okay.
So come on. 10.
10
Yeah.
misses. So you've had experience with creatures like this. You've had experience with creatures feeling pain, but you've never seen one behaving like this. You sort of semi-recognize the glow of the weapon that came down at here, but it kind of took you aback a little as you bring your weapon down, and you kind of stop and pause and don't hit it, and as you kind of look at it and wait. Is that your turn?
Can I attack him with my dagger now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because my... So does he still have my rapier, or is it just he just grabbed it? Sort of
No, he just grabbed it, kind of pulled it out, and released it.
Okay, so then I'm just going to attack him with my rapier again. Do I still have to roll for a hit, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I swing it in my rapier, and I got 8.
Yeah, no.
What's going on?
Unfortunately.
Told you.
Okay.
And it's that
So,
die. Use another set.
Yep.
Yeah, use different tools. Oh wait, you're using the ones in D&D Beyond.
I am at the moment. I'm gonna change.
Okay, so okay, so the lizard in front of you, Viola, who's kind of pushed you away, is now going to swing his club down at you again. And he misses. You'll be glad to hear.
Okay.
Kind of goes into the ground again as he misses you. For Lauren?
Yep. I'm going to attack the guy that blacked me with his club.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I'm loving my dice tonight. That was 25. And
Yeah,
that was 19.
Roll for damage on the first one.
Eight.
Yeah, as you bring your scimitar across, your blade comes across, and you kind of take his head, and your scimitar hits the tree. His head hits the tree, and his body just drops. So there's now a good 4 or 5 inches between his head and his body. It you just come across, taking it off. Your second attack. You can attack the body. But
it seems a bit pointless.
It seems a bit pointless.
Yep.
But that does end your attack turn.
Yep.
Are you down with that?
Yeah. I'm now going to move towards who's left.
Okay. So yeah, you head off. You start walking in the direction of people who are left. Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you can just about make out where Viola is facing off against one. Nom Nom and George are in the middle of the clearing with a third one, and there's a fourth one a little bit further round from where you currently stand. You can just about see it moving in the trees. It's probably about 40 feet away.
Okay.
You making your way towards it?
Yep.
You being not caring if you're loud, or are you going stealth?
I'm still going to use stealth anyway.
Make a stealth check.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, as you come around, you can see it from your vantage point. Up ahead, this creature is not making any sign of any movement. That he knows that you're there.
Okay.
Viola.
Okay. So, I am going to attack with my horns again. I'm not going to be running charges, Okay.
Just do a melee attack with your horns.
Melee attack with my horns. That's all I can do. I'm a cow.
Okay.
Ooh,
You chose a cow.
I do not do that. I do not. It's a 7. So a natural.
You kind of rear your head up, but he appears ready, so he kind of grabs your head and pushes you back a bit.
I'm going to moo indignantly at him.
You moo indignantly. Okay, so George, this dragon in front of you is going to swing his sword up.
Yeah.
And it's 3 points of slashing damage as he comes down, kind of angry at the fact that he's now being attacked from 2 directions as he swings his sword. And
3 damage, yeah?
3 slashing damage.
Nice.
Num Num,
Nom nom.
you've pulled your hammer out now, and you can see where the tail of this lizard is definitely broken, sort of between about 4 or 5 inches from the end and the end. It's kind of flat. There's lizard blood leaking out everywhere. And you can see that the end of his tail that you didn't hit is turned a black colour, and the colour is sort of moving up his tail.
Right. Well, Nom Nom thinks Lizard Boy not be there anymore, so hit him sideways.
Hit him sideways. Okay. Make an attack roll.
Then he not be there.
Maybe.
Nom nom a magician.
Nom natural 20.
Damage.
Nom Nom not like him. Nom Nom 11.
So yeah, you kind of lift your hammer up. Which way do you want to go? Left or right?
Left.
Okay, so you lift your hammer up, catch him on the left side, catch him on the right side. As your hammer comes across, he kind of folds in the middle and lands in the fire. And there is the smell instantly of cooking leather, as his leather jerkin that he's wearing sort of catches on light. And the smell, and you can tell that the smell will probably end up being that of burnt lizard as well. The pot that was above it is the contents spilling out. That ends your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so from the trees, another one of these wooden spikes comes out and kind of lands in the fire where his friend is. Nom Nom, right in front of you from where your hammer's just come across. George, your opponent is now in the fire, burning.
Okay. So because I have fire resistance, because I'm a red dragon, I'm going to go into the fire and loot his body.
Okay. Resistance does not mean immune. Okay. So as you move over and you start rifling through, make an investigation check.
18.
Okay. You managed to get out before too much of him starts burning. A small leather pouch. As you shake it, it sounds like it contains some gold. And a scroll that is tightly bound with a leather ribbon around the middle. You manage to get them out, but you do take 1 point of fire damage.
That's fine. I'm happy.
As you, the heat kind of gets to you, and you have to move your hands away before you take any more damage.
Okay. And then, do I see where the spear came from?
Make a perception check.
12.
You've got a rough idea where it came from. It did come from the trees in sort of the direction you're now currently looking in.
Okay.
But it's hard to tell exactly where it came from.
Okay. And is the cow still being attacked?
You can't tell for sure.
Okay. So I'm not
It's
that
behind
close.
you. It's behind you somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Because you turned around when you were being attacked. Now you sort of all been turned around. You can hear moving in the distance within the trees. You can't place exactly where it is.
Okay, and I'm still by Nom Nom.
Yeah, you're still right there by Nom Nom.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. I'll stay there with my new pal.
Okay. Fairla, there's a creature in front of you, kind of pushes you back, kind of turns, and tries to run.
Just a run. Bitch, please. Nope. I will opportunity attack him, please.
Yes.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Wonderful. That would be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So yeah, as he turns to run, you kind of gore him up the back.
Yeah.
With your horn. And he makes it about 10, 15 feet away. He kind of reaches around the tree. And he throws one of these wooden long spear things at you. But because of the damage that he just took, he wasn't paying that much attention, so it just kind of lands in the ground right next to you. It was close, but he missed. That ends his turn. Phlan. You saw this lizard in front of you reach up, reach down, grab another one of these wooden spikes and launch it.
Okay. Am I too?
You're about 10 feet away.
So not exactly melee.
Behind it in the trees, you're about 10 feet away.
Actually, if I've got 30 feet of movement, then I could probably get to him and melee the living crap out of him, right?
Yeah.
Then I shall try that then.
Okay. So you still being stealth?
Yes.
So you managed to sneak through the trees. And you come up behind him.
Okay. First one is 24.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Second one is 23.
Both hit.
I'm loving my dice tonight. 9 points of damage. And 8 points of damage.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of sneak up behind him and you kind of cross your blades in front of you.
Yep.
And as you kind of run the blades across each other and across his back, he kind of turns around and glances. His eyes go wide as he sees you. Kind of slumps forward, dropping the wooden spear he's holding and knocking all the others to the floor. Is that end your turn?
Think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Fairla.
Yep. How far away is he now?
He's about 10, 15 feet in front of you. 15. Call it about 15 feet.
15 feet? Cool. I'm going to back up that 5 feet. I'm going to do a charge attack again.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
That was very wonky. I think I'm very done. 24 to hit. So that is one of them. That is that's a 7. 12, and then 17 points. Piercing damage up the rear, please.
Okay, so as you take a step back, you kind of drag your feet across the floor.
Thank you, Cal.
Bit of power behind it. You run forward. You catch him in the chest, and you keep running. Keep running until you run out of movement. And when you stop suddenly, and his body just goes and slides on the ground in front of you. There is a head print of a cow in his chest. You've got dripping down your horns currently dark bluish green lizard blood as it comes down off your horns and into your fur.
And give like a, yeah, have them apples kind of a move.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
It does indeed, yes.
Okay. That ends that lizard. Okay. Nom nom. You've just watched George dig through this lizard's clothing and pull out a couple of items before stepping away from the fire.
Little dragon need healing.
Yes. Yes, dragon needs healing.
None currently have 15. So nom nom per 4. Lay on hands.
Make a strength check.
$17.
Okay. So, are you using all of it?
No.
How much are you using?
5.
Okay. George, you take 3 points of healing damage as this giant troll comes over and just reaches out and grabs for your shoulder, his hand squeezing tight as you feel your arm kind of going numb slightly. It would have healed you 5, but it knocked off 2 for causing you immense amounts of pain as it delivers healing to you.
So I take 3 healing, yeah?
You've taken 3 points of healing damage, yeah.
Thank you, Nom Nom.
Nom.
Nom Nom friend.
Does that technically qualify as so good it hurts?
I mean, just think about it. There's a monk that heals people by punching them.
I punch you with love.
Nom nom, does that end your turn?
Yes.
There's no one else he can hurt.
So, for Lauren, make a intimidation check.
That's a new one. Okay, 16.
So, you've just come across and you've caught this lizard in the back with your blades.
Yep.
His eyes are wide. He kind of stumbles forward, dropping his weapons on the floor. His hands go up, having heard the cries of his fallen fellows around the clearing. He kind of holds his hands up as he sort of takes a step back from you. No, no, no.
Okay. How many more are there here? I'm going to ask him.
You saying it's in Draconic?
Yeah.
None. No more. No more.
Okay. There's no more, and you give up. Let me see. Do I have any rope? I have rope. It ain't gonna work with a. I mean, Jesus, he's a lizard, right? He's not a dragonborn.
No, he's a lizard. Similar to the one that you hung previously at the farmhouse.
God, that was a while back.
Earlier that morning, the one that you found hanging earlier that morning.
All right, and I'll lead him out. I'll lead him out to the front then.
Are you using your scimitars to kind of push him out?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you poke him out with your scimitars and kind of walks out backwards into the clearing. Lorqrin and Phlan kind of come out, each of them arms loaded with all these wooden spikes that these creatures have been, the lizard people have been throwing at you. In total, there's probably about maybe 30 or 40 of these wooden javelins, for want of a better word, between the two of them as they carry them out.
All right. How many prisoners have you got?
He kind of looks around at the ragtag group of people. Fayola, are you joining the group?
Are you moving in?
I move it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to nod my head as a cow, realise that I'm a cow still, and then I'm going to a wild shape back.
Okay.
The stories about this fight are going to become legendary.
As you come in,
Being a cow is really good fun. I recommend it.
as you come back into the clearing,
So many places I could go with that, and I'm choosing not to.
as you step back into the clearing,
Yeah.
You see everyone, Lorqrin and Fayola carrying these wooden javelins. You see Nom Nom standing over the fire, standing by George with his hand kind of clasped on his shoulder. George kind of grabbing his arm as he and patting Nom Nom's hand as you join everyone, and then Florin comes in leading this lizard person in front of him. The lizard folk isn't quite sure how to answer your question, Florin.
Okay. Where
He
are the
points.
humans?
He just points to the tents.
Right.
He just points to 3 of the tents.
Okay. So I will relay to the team saying he says there's no more.
Okay.
So do we want to do a quick recce, prove he's not lying, and then I suggest we find out who is in these tents and what state they're in.
Or does someone want to do the recce here, and someone look after the people?
I will look at the. I'll grab the people because I'm right in the middle anyway. So I will grab the people.
Find the turnips.
No, no, find some turnips.
No, make an investigation check.
He finds turnips. We'll never hear the end of it.
20.
Investigation. 9.
Is that German for no?
You look around. You do find a small bucket with 1 turnip at the very bottom of it. It's kind of smushed and kind of soft, and it looks like it's probably been there a while, but it's a turnip.
Hold it up. Turnips.
That's a turnip for the books.
We've had that episode title before.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, so you found this. Nom Nom, you found a turnip. George, you've opened up the tents.
And put it in the fire.
On top of the lizard that's in there.
Yes.
Okay, so you put it on top of the lizard that's in there, and it's takes its while to cook because the flames have got to work their way through a lizard first. But George, you go through the tents, you open them up, and inside each tent is a family. 2 adults, 2 children. Inside the first one, they're human.
Yeah.
And inside the second one, they're elven. And inside the third one, It's a lot. They're a lot smaller. It's actually a family of halflings.
Okay.
They're all tied hands and feet.
I was half
They
expecting
have
that.
nothing covering. They have nothing covering their mouths, which is why you heard the screaming from the middle of the clearing.
Okay.
They are cowering at one end. The end closest to where you step in, there is a bed on the floor with dirty sheet, with like dirty covers in each tent. The people inside don't look. I mean, they've got cuts and bruises. The males have like blood on their heads as if they've been clubbed and dragged off. But other than that, they don't appear to have been harmed in any way.
Okay.
Fayella, what are you doing?
I'll go to another tent. See what's going on.
You're going to go to the last tent because George
Yeah.
has gone to. Okay, so you open up the last tent, and inside there are 3 of these beds that have been made up.
And no people?
No, there's no prisoners. There's
I'll
3
look
of these
under
beds.
the beds just to be sure.
So yeah, you flip open the beds. There's no beds, but in the far corner there is a pack.
A pack.
A backpack.
What's in the pack? What's in the bag?
You open it up. Inside there is a similar bag to the one you currently carry. To the one that
I was saying,
Phlan-
I don't carry. I am not in charge of that bag, but I know what
the one similar design and shape to the one that Phlan is carrying. It looks to be another bag of holding. There is several small pouches that look like they probably contain vials of some kind.
Mhm.
And there's a whole bunch of scrolls and just flat sheets of parchment tucked into the bag.
Oh, I will take the bag and everything.
You take everything out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take the bag.
Okay, so you grab the bag and you come out.
Yeah.
You can hear something slightly larger and heavier in the bottom of the bag, kind of shifting around.
Oh, I'm definitely looking at it and touching it. You know.
So as you come out, you open it up. The lizard in front of you, Lorqrin, his eyes go really wide as he goes, You should not. No, stop.
I'm gonna anyway.
Yeah, you go through the stacks of the scrolls and the parchment. They appear to be spells.
Okay.
I'll cover them in a minute. The vials inside the pouches. Each one contains a healing potion, a water breathing potion, and another vial of some liquid that you're not quite sure what it is. There's 4 of these pouches with 3 vials in each. And this little bag that you found, but in the very bottom there's a small wooden chest. It sort of looks vaguely familiar, as if you've seen one before. As you take it out.
Because it's vaguely familiar to me, I'm just going to turn to the lizard guy and go, it's fine, I've seen one of these before, don't you worry about it. And I'm going to open it.
You're going to open it? Okay.
God.
So, you open it up.
Yep.
You feel a sharp pain in the ends of your fingers.
Ow.
As you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
As you kind of catch your fingers in the very hinges at the back. But as it opens all the way, there's a pop. And in front of you is a large chest. It's about 2 foot long, about 1 foot wide, 1 foot deep, and it's about a foot high.
Yeah.
So you've opened the small chest and suddenly a big, massive chest has appeared in front of you.
Well, I really want to know what's in the big massive chest. Don't open the big massive chest.
The lizard kind of turns to you, Phlan. No, danger! Stop! She must not!
Okay, I'm going to relay this. Just so you know, our prisoner's getting a little bit antsy.
Of course he is. We're
No,
eating stuff.
No. He's saying that we shouldn't be doing something with the chest.
Of course he's saying that. It's his chest.
Viola?
On the very top of this chest that you've got is a crest, a symbol. It's been inlaid in it. It's the shape of a shield. There's kind of a mace drawn in the top. On this shield design, there's a mace, a couple of purple horns, and like a purple tail kind of wrapped itself around it.
Cool, yeah. I'm going to open this. Viola doesn't understand.
Viola, look at your fingers. Okay?
I'm caught in the
Look
box.
at your fingers and what it did. Okay? That was just the small version of it.
Little trappy thing.
That was the small version of it. The big version of it.
George, did you want to try something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I close to her? Can I like see her and like, am I close to her?
Yeah, you've just stepped out of your tent that you've been calming the people down in the tents.
Okay.
They're still not quite said anything, but no, they're no longer cowering in the back. They no longer seem to be ready to scream. As you step out, you see this chest appear, and Viola go over and look at this crest on the top and kind of run her hand over it, and then get ready to open this big chest.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell the slaves and the captured people, tell them to run and go to safety.
Are you kind of free?
Huh?
Are you cutting them free?
Yeah. I'm gonna like say.
Okay, so you cut them all free.
And then I'm gonna cast, because this is not gonna end well. I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on
Viola?
Yeah, that's it.
So as you come out, you kind of stop. You kind of reach your hand out and
yeah.
Viola, you feel a tingle run up from the tip of your tail all the way up to the tip of your horns. You kind of shiver a moment, and you go to open this big chest. Nothing happens. It's closed.
It's just, is it locked?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Hang on.
What are you doing to us?
No, look.
What she does every time. You should hear the story of the cow. Not the one she turned into.
That would be a natural 20.
Yeah, it is locked. There are 3 or 4 different padlock locks on the front of this chest.
Okay. Phlan, we're gonna need your dealing skills to get in here.
Phlan kind of lays these weapons down at the side. Lorqrin kind of walks over, and as she sees this big box, she kind of kicks the smaller one, and it kind of skids slightly. And then she notices the small one. Scratches her head slightly. We have one of these already. And she reaches into the bag and pulls out the twisted, broken box that Nom Nom had crushed while trying to open in the locked in. And the box itself looks near enough identical to this box that she's holding. This was sent to me. Maybe this is something of importance. Maybe there are keys somewhere around.
Maybe there are keys in the box that we can't get in.
Why would anyone put the keys inside the box?
Well, no, in the other box, the one that Nom Nom smashed.
So she sighs. Phlan says, "No, don't you remember we went to the it's a kind of magic, and they said that this chest at some point had magic attached to it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a similar kind of chest. Maybe this is the magical chest that this one was once part of.
Yeah.
Why would the keys be inside this broken chest?
Well, I would put the keys in another box.
Yeah, but you
I
would
think-
also try talking to a cow in a field and then wonder why it started beating us up.
Well, it was just a lonely cow.
He wasn't that lonely, beat the living snot out of us. We're fine.
Lorqrin kind of bends down and closes the small chest. We shall find the wizard who created the bag, and we can ask him questions about this chest later on. And,
I think we need to
gives
listen
them
to
both-
Lorqrin this time.
give them both to Phlan, who puts them both back into the bag of holding. The bag of holding at Phelan's hip kind of feels a little heavier still as this new item is added to the bag. But you still have the scrolls that you found. There are scrolls of one of comprehend languages, one of healing word, one of there's even a scroll a lot further down in the pile with like burnt edges, and you recognize the sort of magic that it is written from, and it looks to be like a fireball.
Cool.
But most of the other ones are fairly simple, basic, like cantripy type spells. But you pack everything away. You have a new bag of holding.
Nice.
This one appears to be empty.
Okay, well, they'll do it. I'm going to look in the bag of holding and go, give me the gold.
Nothing happened.
Weapon shop.
Yeah.
Empty.
I don't know if it's empty. We can make it not empty.
No, tell it empty.
Tell it to empty.
Empty.
I don't know if that works with a bag of holding, does it? Hey, bag of holding, empty.
You turn it over, kind of shake it as you're kind of thinking in your mind that you want this bag to empty itself.
Oh, I don't
As
think
you're
it. I'll say
shaking
it out loud.
Yeah, but you're also thinking it. And you shake this bag, and out of this bag falls a shield.
Oh,
Small piece of armor, like just one gauntlet and a club. A simple looking wooden club, and that's it. That's all. That's all the fuck up.
oh, look, a meat tenderizer.
I think we should give the club to Nom Nom.
But he eats turnips, not me.
But he likes hitting stuff, so
And he likes tenderizing turnips.
yeah.
Nom Nom, you take your turnip off the lizard. That has been cooking for some time now, and it's more palatable now than it was previously.
Crunchy.
The sun has set. Lorqrin and Phlan have kind of left you to your bag of holding as they go off and they start dragging the bodies of the Lizardfolk away into the trees, stripping them down, and bringing back any other weapons and stuff that they find.
Awesome. Are the people still like? Are they gone now?
Set them free. Some of them have kind of run off. Some of them have kind of stayed, and it's more like they would rather stay with you than try and run and go back to where they were. A couple of them kind of get rid of the lizard out of the fire and start preparing a meal for the evening. Are you wanting to end it there?
I think I need to, because I'm going to turn into a pumpkin, and I don't want to turn into a turnip with Nom Nom here.
So yeah, we can end it there. You guys settle down. You have your evening meal, and we can come back next time and continue on from there.
Thank you, Stuart.
Cool. Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us, George.
Thank you.
Like to because of our new setup, I've got a couple of thanks before we finally sign off. I'd like to thank our designers, the background designers who are will pop up in. We've got some end credits in a minute. They'll pop up in our end credits. Johnny Neal for doing the voiceover intro for us, and Beluga Tunes for doing the my DM's background as well as the character illustrations for this campaign. See you all next time, and let's see how the Sunday nights roll.